Democrats. Today is Monday, November 23rd, and it's time for my daily live, or my weekly live. It's not daily anymore. So I've got a couple of things I want to talk about. There's a lot of things going on. What I found is by not going every day, things kind of pile up. So the first thing I want to talk about is the importance of saving our democracy. So right now, you guys all see what's happening nationally with the attempts to disenfranchise voters, and particularly voters of color, the attempts to dissolve our systems and make people not feel like their vote counts, to unravel kind of what's happened in the elections, and we can't let that happen, right? And the fight for that is now. We have to elect more people. We have to write to the people who supposedly represent us. And I say supposedly represent us because James Lankford said weeks ago now that if the Biden-Harris team hadn't started receiving transition briefings, that he was going to step in. And he's over the committee that is over the GSA. And so if he truly had intent of stepping in, if he truly had intent on doing A, what he said he was going to do, and B, what he needs to do for our national security, it could be done. He posted some rambly video last week where he was explaining to Oklahoma Republicans of why he even pretended like he was going to step in for us. And it was horrible. It was horrific. And it was as if he didn't recognize that we were part of a representative democracy. He mentioned, and I'm going to take the time to mention, he mentioned the 9/11 Commission that said one of the things that contributed to then President Bush's level of preparedness, why he wasn't as prepared as he should have been, was because there was the delay in the transition, because you all remember the 2000 election. And so how do you in one moment say that the 9/11 Commission stated that Bush wasn't as prepared as he should have been for what happened on September 11th because of the transition, and in the same video say that's why President-elect Biden shouldn't be prepared? It makes no sense. It's dumb. It's frustrating. And then I find out, or we all find out today, that the GSA has now said that they will acquiesce and do a transition update to President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Harris next Monday for 30 minutes, led by the number 2 person. This is not a partisan issue. This is an American issue. We all need to reach out to Senator Lankford and Senator Inhofe and call them and tell them enough is enough. We need for our president in January to be prepared to lead our nation. And what is happening now is a bunch of foolishness that doesn't prepare us, that makes us dangerous. So that's what I wanted to talk about on the national level. Then I wanted to bring it a little bit home. So I talked about Lankford, 30 minutes next week. I'm so annoyed. But that's not the only thing at home that's going a little crazy. So our Republican state House members wrote a letter to the Arizona state legislature to tell them how to handle their elections. That's a lot of gall. So we have stuff to handle here in Oklahoma. An unchecked COVID response, the OSEC debacle, people still haven't gotten their unemployment checks. There's all kinds of things in Oklahoma that needs attention. We do not have time, and we shouldn't really be trying to tell another state what to do with themselves. We need to mind our own business. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of things going on, like our governor continually getting sued to the tune of over $2 million for the fight he's picked with the tribes. How about having that conversation? That's right here at home. We need to be dealing with the things right here at home. And so I want to talk about in the next 14 days. In the next 14 days is the filing period for some city council races all over the state, some school board races all over the state, a couple of county commissioners and mayors. So if you are thinking about filing, please reach out. If you know somebody who should be thinking about filing, please reach out. The filing period for those offices start on December 7th, and we need to be talking about that and thinking about that right now. We need to get ready because that election is in April or February. If there's more than one person who applies for it, we need to be thinking about recruiting for state level right now. So now down to, hi Calvin, down to the city level, right? I live in Tulsa. A lot of our surrounding communities have adopted mask mandates for their cities, and I'm grateful for that, but they all haven't. And mask mandates aren't all we need. We need capacity restrictions. We need to not host these big events where we bring people in from out of state with their germs and mix with our germs, and we recreate these super spreader events. We need to not have those. You need to reach out to your city councilors, because in every town in Oklahoma, they're planning something. We need to reach out and ask for them to say no to these gigantic events where they're mixing people outside of our pods, mixing people and letting COVID be out of control. COVID, we can't get our economy back. We can't get kids consistently in schools, and we're going to continue to lose small businesses until we get COVID under control. And for the states' rights people, we have the power as a state to minimize our COVID numbers. We actually can have an effect on our COVID numbers. We just have to have the will to do it. So I'm asking everyone who can hear me, everybody who can hear me, to talk to two of their friends. Reach out to your city councilors. Make sure that you have a mask mandate. Make sure that they are restricting big events from coming to your town. We need to get COVID under control. The hospitals in Tulsa County, hospitals in Oklahoma County keep fluctuating. Sometimes they have beds, sometimes they don't. That's a dangerous situation. COVID is real, and we need to act like it is real. So please reach out to your city councilors and ask them to limit capacity at events. Make sure that they say yes to a mask mandate. Let's get COVID under control. I will be back on Wednesday. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you then.